The Electric State is a new Netflix original movie that, yeah, this movie has been talked to shit and back by people not liking this movie. And I really don't want to be harsh on this movie, but it's really not good for a lot of reasons. I think, though, this is a movie that is being overly hated on, and I think it's just because a lot of these critics are feeling the way a lot of people are feeling right now, which is that you're throwing so much money at these streaming projects and shows, but for what reason? But I also feel like, okay, but if we didn't know the budget of these things, I don't feel like there'd be this animosity and negativity towards it. Because, yes, this is not a good movie, and I would not recommend you watch it, but it's also not nearly as bad as people are making out. Like, it has like a 26% or some shit on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, hold on, guys, it ain't that bad. The problem with this movie is it's literally just the most generic sci-fi movie you've ever seen, but somehow Netflix threw $300 million at it. It's crazy, and I think what's sad is this is based on a book, and I guarantee the author who wrote that book probably had tons of imagination and creativity. I haven't read the book, can't say for certain, but so take that part with a grain of salt. But you can imagine that there's a lot of that in the book. Where here, immediately when I started the movie, I'm like, this is just the creator again. I love the creator, great movie, but it's just the creator again. And that's funny because that's a movie that people criticize as being derivative, but I felt like kind of gave its own unique spin, had some great direction to it, all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, you watch this and I'm like, this is just that. This is just that. And that's the whole movie. It's also a movie that you could tell has a lot of money put into it, but also doesn't look good. There are very few shots shot in like daylight. It's all at night and kind of dark shadows and things like that. And it's just like, really? I mean, I enjoyed seeing Mr. Peanut be kind of badass and do some weird shit in it. That was kind of fun. And there's some cute robots and fun action. But overall, it is hella generic and just so boring that I literally just don't know why anyone's planning to watch this. I don't recommend you watch this movie at all. If this wasn't on Netflix, no one would see this movie. It would flop in theaters. Though at the same time, it should have been in theaters. Like, genuinely. And I wonder if it had been in theaters and shown in IMAX screens, would there be the negativity? Because, you know, I would say this is the kind of movie that I could actually see a general audience enjoying. So I take that back about the theaters comment. I could see a general audience enjoying it. But it probably would flop still just because they spent too much on it. Like, what the fuck are you spending $320 million on? Also, Millie Bobby Brown is just like, I think we're all just done seeing her. I'll save that for a different video about the subject. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Like, share and subscribe.